Hello, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a vlog. I've done one like this before, but basically I have created a spinner wheel of everything that is left on my TBR for January. It is the 15th and I'm getting through my TBR very well. I think I have 8 or 9 books left on my TBR, so that's what I've entered into the spinner wheel, and I'm gonna spin it, and we will pick 3 books during this vlog for me to basically read next. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel to get my first book. All right, here I go. Okay, I landed on Tilly and the Book Wanderers, which this book was actually on my TBR because it is one of my 5-star predictions. So hopefully that will go well. It's also a middle grade and fairly short, so that should be a nice quick read. I am 75 pages into Tilly and the Book Wanderers now. I'm not gonna hold this up, it's literally just a white book. But it is so cute so far. This book is basically about, it's a middle grade, and I would guess that our main character is somewhere like 8, 9, 10 years old. I don't believe it's been like stated exactly how old she is, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting about the age that she is. But she lives with her grandparents, and her grandparents own this bookstore that's like attached to where they live. So she essentially like lives at the bookstore. And the premise of the book is that her favorite characters from her favorite books start like showing up at the bookstore, basically. And I just want to mention, because the characters in question here are Alice from Alice in Wonderland and Anne from Anne of Green Gables, both of which I'm not familiar with, and the book still definitely like works. I don't feel like I need to know who they are. It probably would give even more if I did know, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm missing anything. Like, I can follow it very well. So Chris did get to come home at noon today because it's snowing like a lot. So I'm gonna speak into existence that I would like to finish this whole book today. So wish me luck. We gave Mabel a bath, which she hasn't learned to love yet, and then also had dinner, but I am now halfway through, a little more than halfway through Tilly and the Book Wanderers, and I think this was a really good 5-star prediction for me. I'm not sure it will quite scrape 5 stars, but I'm really enjoying it. It's just like so cute and fun and whimsical, and it has big like reader vibes with just like the whole premise of the book. I do love like the main character Tilly had kind of had like a falling out with a friend at school, and then so she was like really close to her books, and then has gotten to meet her favorite characters, but she's also made like an in-person friend who is actually kind of like a troubled reader, and he seems to like read a lot of audiobooks, which I just think the discussion around that is also very good. And yeah, my enjoyment is just continuing. I did it. I finished Tilly and the Book Wanderers, and this technically got like a 4.5 from me. I did end up feeling in a couple of scenes that knowing the original stories probably would have helped my enjoyment a little bit, but overall it makes complete sense still without having that knowledge. And I just think this was so fun and like whimsical and a really good time. It's only 281 pages, so this was really fast. I think according to Bookly, it took me like 3 hours and 4 minutes to read in completion, so I'm gonna wait and do my spin until the morning, so I'll talk to you then. Okay, it's time to spin again, so let's see what we get. Here I go. Okay, perfect. I landed on the Shelf This Book Club pick for the month, which is 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Let me grab it quick. This gorgeous book is what I'm going to be reading next. I know this is a fantasy, not really sure much else about it. I know for some reason our main character like has to go mute to like protect this secret. Not really sure her brothers get turned into cranes. I'll let you know when I know more. I have made it to the 100-page mark of 6 Crimson Cranes, and it's pretty good so far. I am definitely understanding more now what this book is actually about, but I still think it's hard to explain because the whole concept of like her brothers getting turned into cranes and then her like not being able to speak or her brothers will die, basically. How we get there is kind of hard to explain. Basically, she realizes that she has like a little bit of magic and can turn like inanimate objects into like living things. And then she finds out her stepmother also has magic, and so her stepmother turns her brothers into these like cranes, and she has like a pet paper crane. It makes no sense and it doesn't sound that intriguing, but actually it is pretty good so far. And also the writing style is pretty simple. It is YA and I'm getting through it fairly fast, so I'm gonna keep doing that today. Hello, it's the next day. I'm having not a good day. I've spit up on my shirt just like permanently. Mabel had her first blowout today. The dog's been throwing up. She wouldn't take a nap. It's just going not A+. But I've been able to in and out read more of Six Crimson Cranes. Also, this book is just like pissing me off. It's not like put together well, and as you can see, like the print on the side here has been like coming off on my hands as I read it. And then also, I don't know how to describe this, like when you hold it open it like creases funny. That makes no sense, but whatever. It's just not pleasant to hold. I'm a paperback gal in the first place, so like a hardcover in general isn't gonna make me the most happy, but there's that. I also today, while I've been like running around, wanted to get an audiobook to listen to, so I did actually spin the spinner again to pick an audiobook, and I didn't record myself. I'll throw in the spinner here quick, but I landed on Where the Red Fern Grows, which is actually a good pick. Something I won't mind listening to on audio, and it's actually pretty short. I'm reading this for the Buzzwordathon challenge. It was who, what, when, where, why, how this month. And then also this was supposed to be in a video that I already talked about canceling, where I was reading my family's favorite books. So this is my stepdad's favorite book, so we'll see if I end up liking it, but that's my day. It's 6 p.m. and I'm about to finally take a shower. My hair is not going to get washed, and that's just life right now. It's fine. So the whole premise of Where the Red Fern Grows is basically this boy wants dogs of his own, but he wants like a specific breed of dogs, and his parents are like, no, we can't afford it. So he saves up, gets the dogs himself, and he was just like listing names as he was thinking of names to name these two dogs that he got, and he listed Mabel as one of the options. So that's all. Not the name he chose, but that's all. Saw my daughter's name in a book. I just finished Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rowles, and it was okay. For like a book I wasn't that excited to actually read. I never would have read this if it wasn't like my stepdad's favorite book. It was fine. There were some things that were like just like ideals of the times that were a little outdated. Nothing like too bad, although I was listening to it on audiobook and not like completely focused. And it was just like rooted in religion a lot more than I thought it would be. Like the whole moral of the story basically was that like God has a reason for everything, which again is fine, just not something I necessarily love. And also I talked about it being about him wanting the dogs. They are like completely hunting dogs, and so in my opinion, dogs are meant to be allowed in the house so that they can be in your bed to cuddle. But there's that. Trust me that it would be detrimental if I set her down right now, so instead of holding up the book, I'll insert a picture of the cover probably on top of her face, because that's where she's at right now. But I finished Six Crimson Cranes and I really liked it. It's a 4-star that I'm willing to call like a 4.5 star, not quite a 5-star for me. So shout out to Ashley. She's who picked this for the Shelf This Book Club, and she's also who had me read These Violent Delights this month, both which actually surprisingly worked for me. If you want to join us for the live show, if you've already read this or don't plan on reading it, is going to be this Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time on Ashley's channel. I'll link it down below. And I'm not going to rate this on Goodreads until after that live show, so my rating is an exclusive just for you folks who made it to the end of this vlog. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. This was probably the most hot mess vlog I've had since I had the baby, and that's fine. This is just what my life is like right now, and I'm happy to document that for you. Also, I was gonna ask, let me know down below. Next month, I'm not planning on doing any like themed reading vlogs, but I was just gonna do like weekly vlogs. Let me know if I should do like the spinner where I randomly pick them, or just like read what I want That sounds bad. They're all books I want to read, but sometimes I do think it's just fun to do the spinner videos like this. So let me know if I should just do weekly reading vlogs or if I should do like the random spinners. But thank you so much for spending some time with me this week, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. You say bye? Bye-bye.